Hey guys, and welcome back to Change Wired podcast, where with your host, Angela Shurina, Executive Coach 360 and Change Leadership Consultant, someone who's super passionate about change and seizing the most opportunities out of change and creating the best version of ourselves through change. On this podcast, we are learning about discovering, talking about, discussing, thinking about, the way you think changes your life. So here we're talking about change, the change that inspires, the change that transforms, the change that creates different kind of life, the life that you absolutely love living. We're science-backed first. We are all about effective tools, tools that are applicable to your life, not just something to think about, but what is very effective, helping you to shape better self and better life experience. Today, guys, we are talking about two most powerful tools that a human being is given to shape your life experience with such a freedom that you can create almost piece of art, just something that blows people's minds, right? You look at people like, Richard Branson, Sarah Blakely, who it is you admire. So many people coming from nowhere, nothing, creating such abundance in their life by simply using these two tools that you're about to learn today. Guys, take a breath with me for a moment and imagine this photograph. You probably have seen it many times, maybe didn't pay that much attention, but imagine this picture where you have a photographer with a lens focused on something. But in the distance, you could see sunny side, where the sun is shining and all the landscape underneath is immersed in the sunshine. And then you see the other side with clouds and possibly rain, and people who are in that area probably think it's the worst day ever, even though they might be like 10 kilometers away from the sunny side. Living in Cape Town really made me realize that sun and rain can exist very, very close to each other, and it depends where you look and where you decide to move. That's where you end up. But where you focus, what you focus on will shape your day, and your days will shape your life, right? When you think about rain and you look at the cloudy, the gloomy side, you start preparing for the worst case scenario. You start getting inside yourself and in your house and in your place. You start preparing raincoat and maybe some boots and complaining about why the weather is so not nice and now you can't do a lot of things. Compare that to if you focus on the sunny side and you're like, it's going to get better. So I must prepare. I must plan all of these activities. And you start smiling more. The experience of your day completely changes. And here's the kicker. It can rain and shine anyhow. And in one day. And in the course of several hours or even 1 hour. And you could have fun in the rain as well. And you can be sad and stressed in the sun as well. It's all a matter of what you choose to focus on. So each part of our day will have those opportunities to create more or to go within and start complaining. Now, another example, guys. You probably have seen those optical illusion things where you look at a picture and the author or, you're prompted to ask, what do I see? Like my favorite one, and you can Google it, younger or older woman, optical illusion. And so there is this picture and some people notice younger woman. I usually notice her at first. And then some people notice an older woman at first. But then if you know that there are both images present on the same picture, you can then start noticing, there is a younger woman or there is an older woman. And so both realities exist on the same picture at the same time. And there are a few of other illusions like this, a rabbit and duck and vase and faces, a few of them. And what you soon realize in life, if you choose to, that it's exactly like this. Every deal has its own shitty part, has negativity in it. Even freedom, which is supposed to be so good for us, right? We'll fight for more freedom. But look at us as society. We've been given ultimate freedom to eat whatever we want, to have a lifestyle that we want. And obesity and lifestyle diseases rates are just climbing up. Because with freedom, there comes a responsibility, a need for discipline. If you can't make the choice that ultimately is better for you in all of this abundance, then guess what? Freedom is not good for you. It can kill you. Literally. People are killing themselves, eating themselves into more death and more disease. So freedom is not 360 good for you. It also comes with responsibility, with the need for discipline. And that's why so many leaders also fall on the side of limiting people's freedom, because they just don't trust humanity and they have all the reasons to do so. But then again, how do you look at that freedom positively and negatively will redefine the course of your life, will also make you into a more negative or positive person, will also define how many opportunities you seize or how you choose to limit yourself. Right? We human beings being given this ultimate buffet of limitless choice, and yet most people choose the sourest dishes. Look at all the change and uncertainty that are happening in the world right now. Now, a lot of people, like literally a huge percentage of people, and that's because our brain is wired to look for negativity, thanks evolution, but it helped us to survive. But you see, in the world of limitless choices and opportunities, where you are protected from most of the life's disasters, looking into the negative side and expecting negativity doesn't work well for you. So a lot of people, there is this change happening, there is this uncertainty, and a lot of people are like, can't it just all stay the same? Why is it happening so fast? Why is everything changing? Why is my job changing? Why do I have to move? Why do I have all of these things, right? And they think like, oh, bad things are coming because of this change. I will kill us or something else. But what if it all was changing for the better? What if all this change is limitless opportunity? There is so much choice. The world has never been more abundant with choice. You can reinvent yourself, reinvent your career, reinvent your everything. And there has never been that much choice, more and more opportunity. What if you look at change and uncertainty as more and more opportunities are coming at you, more and more choice becoming available to you? And that's exactly what we are seeing in the world. But just like with freedom, if you have no frame of reference, if you don't know who you are, what you want from this life, how to develop self-discipline to say no to a lot of things, and how to be resourceful to actually seize and make something of this opportunity, if you don't have the skills, the most abundant world can feel like a disaster, like a chaos, and that's where most people choose to live. Again, you've been giving this buffet of choices, and most choose the sourest dishes. And the point of this podcast, guys, today Andrew Huberman posted on his social media. Let me read the post. The post: the most dangerous thought in life is, if only. Andrew Huberman, again, PhD, you probably heard about him, one of the most successful and popular podcasts out there that combines life and science. So the most dangerous thought in life is, if only. Nothing that follows those words comes true. Embrace reality. Think. Pick a course of action and execute. Adjust it as needed. The amount of time and energy people waste wishing things and others were different, instead of leaning into the agency, I'm adding here, leaning into the options, the limitless choices. Like the amount of people who choose wishing things and people were different is tragic. It's all about where to place your attention and efforts. It's a practice that over time becomes a reflex. Focus and refocus on where you can build, on where you can create more opportunity, where you can seize more opportunity and create more things and use the abundance and freedoms that you have more and more and more of. So guys, the practical takeaway and suggested exercise for you is whatever it is happening that you look at as negative, just literally think through your day, upcoming day, your week, your months, your life, your work, whatever it is that feels like pressure, like weight, like negativity on your shoulders. Ask yourself this question. What are a couple of opportunities here? Like literally, what are a couple of opportunities here? What are a couple of positive things here? But again, ask yourself, what are a couple of opportunities here I'm not looking at, I'm choosing not to see? So instead of something to avoid or like get through as fast as possible, look at it like in the face. If your business isn't growing, if sales aren't going, if your career is stalled, like look at it and ask yourself, what are a couple of opportunities I'm not seeing, I'm choosing not to see? What are a couple of good things that might come out of this? What are a couple of good things? What are a couple of opportunities? Just sit down right now, choose that negative thing that might be pressing you, making you feel worried and anxious, and ask yourself, what are a couple of good things or a couple of opportunities that are in it? And then choose to refocus on it over and over and over again. And I bet that soon you'll start feeling that there is a great thing that makes your day brighter, not gloomier and rainier. To sum up this episode, guys, you as a human being, no other animal has this. You as a human being been given this choice, this opportunity to look at, focus on, frame the things in a positive or negative light. You are given the opportunity to choose the dessert or the sour thing. You are given the opportunity to make the most out of you've been given with choices and discipline and reframing, or to just get in, shrink yourself, start seeing all the bad things that might come out and do nothing and constrain your opportunities, your freedoms, your abundance, and just sit in it and see your life shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And not because it's life that's shrinking, it's your lens and focus that's shrinking. So guys, I hope after today's podcast episode, you'll get a little bit better at seeing the dessert as well, not just the sourest dishes, right? And don't forget the exercise. Think about the negative thing that might be pressing on your shoulders, putting weight on your shoulders, and ask yourself, what are a couple of good things, a couple of opportunities that I'm choosing not to see here? Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your attention. The most precious thing in our world and the most precious thing in your life, as you learned today, where you pay attention. And don't forget to share this podcast episode with at least one other person who might be going through a lot of shit in their life, and help them to see there is a sunny side. You just need to tweak your lens and choose your focus. So share this podcast episode with at least one other person. Thank you guys for working on yourself, for creating the better version of yourself, creating better version of the world around you, spreading the abundance, spreading the opportunity. Thank you guys. And till next time, stay on the sunny side.